Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about how to stop overeating. Half of you guys are like, Liv, how do I stop overeating? And the first thing I want you to think about is, think about whenever you have ice cream, right? Something you really crave. The first bite always tastes the best. Always. Then your second and third bite still taste good, but not as good as the first. Every bite you take after the third bite just doesn't taste as good, in my opinion. Stop eating when you stop enjoying. So how you're gonna stop overeating that ice cream that you're taking? You can't stop after you stop enjoying it, right? You're gonna sit and you're gonna breathe and you're gonna eat calmly. That's what you're gonna do. And the reason why you're gonna sit and you're gonna breathe calmly is whenever you stop enjoying it, maybe you're on bite 6 and you're like, wow, this doesn't taste good anymore. Stop eating it, because why waste your calories on something that you don't enjoy? There's just no point to it. So why add more calories to your daily intake when you're not enjoying it anymore? Like, that makes zero fucking sense. Like, get your head out of your ass and stop. Just stop eating it, put it away. The flavor already peaked, so move on. And that's how you're gonna stop overeating the desserts. The next thing we're gonna talk about is you're gonna stop blaming everyone else, okay? You are the only one who's in charge of your body, no one else. Stop blaming your mom, your kids, your family, your work for having this sweet treat, that sweet treat. No, you're in control. As long as no one is forcefully actually putting it in your mouth, you only control what's in your mouth. No one else is literally putting that piece of donut in your mouth. No, it's just in front of you. Okay, I wrote down this question as I got this a lot. Whenever you're at an event, you see a ton of candy, sweets, cakes, Halloween, Christmas events are coming up. What are you gonna do? Especially if you're at an all-you-can-eat hotel, you're on a vacation. Okay, what I'm gonna say to this is, remember, you can eat anything you want, just not at once. Remember that, okay? You can have the cookies, you can have the cake, you can have the ice cream, you can have the pizza. You just can't have it all at one time, because think about it, you're gonna be sick. You are gonna be sick. Point blank period. Pick one of those things. You can have the pizza or the burger. You can have the pizza or the ice cream. You can have the ice cream or the fries. You can't have all of that at one time, because you're literally gonna get sick. And think about it, if you have to pick one of the options, you're gonna be way more willing to actually want that option, because sometimes you just see all of it, you're like, wow, that all looks good, I'm gonna eat every single one of it, and you don't really want it. It's just in front of you, if that makes sense. It's the main point. You can eat anything you want, just not all in one sitting. That's like point blank period. And you are the only one who is responsible, who controls what's put in your mouth. It's easy to blame your parents, your stress, your kids. You can eat healthy. Stop blaming them. There's no forbidden food, and you shouldn't forbid food. Pick pizza or ice cream. Pick fries or a burger or ice cream. Pick and know what you want. Think what you really want. Do you really want to make yourself sick and eat all three of those things at once? Probably not. You probs are just craving everything at once. Okay? So pick one thing. I wrote down my thoughts. The next question I got is another Christmas party thing. So, at a Halloween Christmas party, you see a ton of cookies, cakes, but you're not sure if you really want it. Here's a hack I learned. I also wrote some of these down because I looked at the questions and I wanted to write down my thoughts, because normally I don't have script, I don't have anything. It's just what comes to my mind. But I thought we could kind of do my YouTube like a vlog / podcast situation. So this is what we're gonna do. So whenever someone asked me, you're not sure if you really want it, here's a hack I learned. Okay, so I compared it to when I'm shopping, especially whenever I'm shopping at a more expensive store. I go, I look, I try it on, I leave, and then I leave. Okay, so for example, I am obsessed with Dior jewelry. For some reason, their jewelry just speaks to me. But most of their jewelry is like $800, right? So I'm gonna go in, I try it on, I'm like, wow, this is really pretty. Let me make sure I really want it, and I leave, right? If I can't stop thinking of that piece of jewelry, I will go back and I will buy it. That's what you should do, the same with food. Sometimes you just want it because the option is in front of you. Sit back, and if you keep thinking about the cookie, have it. But if you don't, just don't eat it. You know what I mean? If you So that's what I'm saying. Whenever you're at a hotel buffet, right, and you're like, wow, that cookie looks good, take a lap, go talk to your friends, your family, sit on your phone, and if you can't stop thinking about that cookie, go and eat it. Go and eat it, girl. But if you then are like, wait, I didn't really want that cookie, it was just like in front of me, then you're like, you didn't eat it just to eat it. And because it's in front of you, just like shopping, question if you really want it and make the decision. Because if you make the decision that you want it, you will more likely feel satisfied. But if you just make the decision to eat it, it's a waste. It's a waste. Oh yeah, I kind of liked how I wrote this down. Okay, next up. Sorry, I wrote a question on each page so I stay on track. And by the way, you're probably like, oh, where do I get these questions from? I have Instagram subscribers and I ask them questions. So some of them I answer every single day on my chat, and then some of them I find are really good to put on paper. So a lot of people ask me why I indulge, why I don't cut out sugar, why I don't cut out a certain food group, and when losing weight, and if that will cause me to eat more. And when I think of that, just off the top of my head, if I cut out sugar, for example, you are more likely then, whenever you see a cookie at an event, to eat 10 cookies. Versus if you want a cookie, I'll eat a cookie, right? So then whenever I'm at an event, I'm like, what? I don't need this fucking cookie. Like, I have them all the time. Versus, and okay, let's just say I have a cookie twice a week, right? Like, I have ice cream probably, that's another question. How many times a week do I have ice cream? Probably twice a week. Versus if I'm like, Liv, no more ice cream, but I'm craving ice cream, guess what? In a week, I guarantee you, guess who's gonna go get a ton of ice cream and eat more than if I would have just given into my craving. So that's how it always adds up. It goes into that binge strict cycle, when if you would have just allowed yourself, you wouldn't go over your calorie budget. Because if you restrict, then you overspend, and it's hard to get back on track. Think about it. You restrict, and then you're gonna, that's when you see these 10,000 calories what I eat in a day. When in reality, you would have just eaten like 200 extra calories by having a small or kid's cup of ice cream. So I wrote down my thoughts because, see, I go on like a tangent like this, so I need to write it down. When I indulge, I make sure I really enjoy myself, taking in every bite. If you don't indulge, you will end up eating 2 times or 4 times the amount you would have eaten if you would have just indulged. That's what I was just saying. Indulging is important so you don't overeat, and if you do, you get back on the horse. Again, what I was saying is everyone kind of overeats like a cookie every once in a while, or you accidentally have like 4 cookies. Who cares? Get back on the horse. But that's way different than having like 20 cookies and a family sized bag of chips and this and that. Like, binges can lead you like 5x calories over your thing. Like, it's just crazy. So I said I make small indulgences, like Bethany Frankel says, the bacon count. You're not a kid. You're going to throw a tantrum if you don't get your ice cream. No. So I was listening to Bethany Frankel, like, old video. It was on my TikTok For You page, and she was like basically saying that, like, if you like, basically you need to think of your diet like a bank account, and if you restrict, you could end up overspending, whatever. And, you know, thinking about, if you're not a kid, are you going to throw a tantrum if you don't get your ice cream? No. And if you do, that's definitely a bigger issue. Okay, and then this is how I enjoy my choice guilt-free. Okay, next thing is cocktail parties are coming up, and everyone's asking me, Liv, if I'm at a cocktail party, how do I enjoy eating a cookie guilt-free? How do I enjoy eating or drinking a glass of champagne guilt-free? This is what I have to say. First, look at what looks good. Make a plan. You're gonna go and you're gonna see the buffet. You can do this at a hotel too. Any cocktail party, you're gonna go and you're gonna scout out all of your food, all of those options, and you're like, that mac and cheese looks good, that pizza looks good, this, right? You eat with your eyes first. Then you're gonna take a lap. You're gonna talk to your friends, you're gonna talk to your boyfriend, you're gonna talk to your family, you're gonna like mingle with your coworkers. You're gonna, if you don't have anyone to talk to, take a lap and scroll on your phone for a minute. You're gonna breathe, and then you're gonna make a plan in your head. What do you really want, okay? Because half the time, think about it. The cookies look good. Do you really want a cookie? No, the choice is just in front of you. So you're gonna sit and you're gonna think, look, okay, the cookie looks good, the mac and cheese looks good, the cheesecake looks good, the pizza looks good. Which one looks the best? Okay, the pizza. So we're gonna do that. So you're gonna get a slice of pizza on your plate, but then I always make sure to get the protein, the best looking protein. Any in specific? No. Okay, sometimes I go for a turkey slice. That looks good. I love a little slice of deli meat. Sometimes I'm not in a turkey mood. The chicken might look good. Or the buffet, the salmon might look good. Just a piece of protein that will fill you up and keep you satiated. Then you're gonna get yourself a glass of water, because sipping water will just help you not overeat. Then you're gonna get your little slice of pizza, your little cookie, whatever you want, okay? Then you're gonna eat that, and you're gonna go back and you're gonna talk to your friends, and you're gonna enjoy the Halloween party, the whatever, the Christmas party, the Thanksgiving party, your little hotel vacation. You're gonna sit, you indulge, and you are gonna move on with your life. It's not that big of a deal. And that is how you balance choices, you talk to your friends, and you just forget about the food. Because at the end of the day, if you keep thinking about the food, what did we just accomplish? Nothing, you guys. Like, we can't be doing that. And if you do have kind of like food FOMO, like, I know some of you guys were saying, whenever I said that, a lot of you guys were like, oh, like, you can't decide, and you feel like FOMO, like, you're like, shoot, like, at the buffet, you just want to taste everything, right? What I like to say is, taste everything, eat nothing. You just want a small taste, a small tiny plate with a few little food bites. You know what I mean? Like, okay, like, you can't, like, you're like, live, but the pizza, the ice cream, the cookies, and the mac and cheese look good. What are you gonna do? You are going to take a cookie, you're gonna break off a piece, put it on your plate, throw the rest away, or give it to a friend, or give it to your boyfriend. My boyfriend's like my garbage disposal. He'll eat all the things I don't eat. Okay, that's the first thing. Then you're gonna take a tiny little scoop of mac and cheese, like two bites worth on your plate. Oh, you're gonna get a tiny slice of pizza, put that on your plate. You're gonna take small little bites. You're gonna taste everything, eat nothing. Because if you give yourself a mound of mac and cheese, a mound of pizza, a big cookie, what are you gonna do? You're gonna feel like shit. So if you're like, have food FOMO, where you feel like you have to try everything and you're a taster, you're tasting everything, you're not eating anything, if that makes sense. And again, fill up on water, fill up on protein. I also make sure I go to these events fully hydrated with water and my electrolytes, and I pregame with protein. Because if you pregame these events with protein, it will be a game changer, because you don't want to go to these events hungry, because then when you see these cookies and ice cream and this and that, you're gonna like go for it and like eat it all, and it's like, oh my god, it's a lot. Like, okay, like, for example, like, anytime I go to an influencer event, half the time they have like cookies, sweets, cakes, this, that. I'll never go to an influencer event hungry. I'll always make sure I pregame with a protein shake, a protein bar, some sort of protein situation, and it all. Those are my thoughts of the day. I'm going to model right now for my favorite Pilates brand literally ever. I'm so excited. They DM'd me and was like, come into our studio, and we're gonna take some photos, and if you want to model. And I was like, yes, of course. So I have a cute little blue set on. They sent me like some inspo pics, like just very light makeup, and I thought it would be fun to vlog some of the questions and vlog like me going and like doing a little modeling. I thought these are what my new vlogs are going to be doing, is just sharing advice, sharing my life, and doing fun skinny activities, obviously, but just feeling like good about yourself. And if you want to see more behind the scenes, join my Instagram subscribers, and I love you, and come with me to go model. This is literally a dream. I honestly want to get more into modeling. I'm 5'6", but yeah, that's like a goal of mine, is to get more into modeling. And if anyone has tips to do so, I would love to, because I mean, I've always dreamed of being a model. I literally grew up watching like Romy Street's vlogs and this and that. So I think that's also why I like am so fascinated with keeping my body lean and toned and all of those things. Okay, I'm walking to the place right now, New York Pilates Flatiron. It's like half a mile away, which is perfect. It looks so pretty out right now. We're at the shoot, and we're gonna start shooting very soon. Mars touching me up.
Beautiful makeup on.
Thank you.
Where are you from?
I'm from Dallas. What about you?
Nice. I'm from Russia originally.
You're so pretty. That probably explains it.
Thank you. What are you using for your skin?
Like makeup or
Yeah,
just skincare?
foundation.
I don't use foundation
No?
actually.
Oh wow.
I'm obsessed with Dior's makeup.
Yeah.
Dior's like Forever Youth makeup. I find it works really good with my skin. What do you like?
I like Barbara Sturm for skincare. I like Dr. Jart. I use that. For foundation, I use a lot of different things. I love Chanel. I use Chanel, and I use Clé de Peau as well.
Okay. Chanel foundation. I'm gonna have to look in that. I like very light coverage.
Yeah. You know, they have this one. It's like
Les Bays.
Les Beiges and the tint. So this one is a little heavier, and then they have the same one in a square bottle.
Ooh.
That one is like water. It looks
Oh my
so
gosh.
nice. And it looks like it just evens out the skin, but doesn't look like makeup. Like
That's awesome.
It's amazing. Yeah, that one is amazing. Your skin is beautiful.
Thank you. Oh, it looks so good. What would you say is the biggest hack that you would use on the Victoria's Secret Angels when you did it? Like makeup?
Makeup? A lot of like skin prep and like, you know, face massage. They already beautiful, and the girls taking care of the skin really well. So like, it's more just like getting them in the mood, and also like each girl we would go like highlight their features. You know, if she wants like if you know a little bit brighter eye, I would do that. Some girls would want a little bit brighter lip, we would do that. So it's more like about individuality, not like just giving them the same look.
That's awesome. And you would do the shows?
Yes.
That's so cool.
I did.
From when?
From 2014, no, 13 to 2018. I did 5 shows.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Super fun. It was really, really good. It was really fun time.
You're so good at hair too.
Thank you.
So would you do their hair and makeup or just makeup?
No, just makeup. Yeah, they would have a separate team for hair and separate for makeup.
Just a reminder, your stomach is the size of your fist, so literally stop stuffing it like a Thanksgiving turkey. You know your stomach is only the size of your fist, so why are you stuffing it until you can't breathe? Like, why are you stuffing it until you can't breathe? You need to portion control, and how you're gonna do that is you're going to slow down consumption. And how are you gonna slow down consumption? You're gonna breathe. I lost all my weight through portion control. You don't need to count calories, count macros, count any of that. What you need to do is watch your portions, and you're gonna use that by common sense. Like, America's portion sizes are super jumbo size. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna think, okay, this piece of chicken is jumbo. Should I eat all of this? No, I should probably have half because America's sizes are huge. Another way I portion control is like, think of like Nobu and high class restaurants. They serve one little piece of tuna for $500. All those high class restaurants are on small little plates and they serve small portions, okay? They don't serve jumbo portions. So anytime I'm serving myself food, I think, what would a high class restaurant do? What would Nobu serve me? A tiny little high class piece, not a huge jumbo value size piece. No. I just finished the photo shoot. It was like 3 hours. I'm excited. The makeup artist who touched me up literally did Taylor Hill's makeup for one of the Victoria's Secret fashion shows. So that made me happy. Also, at the modeling shoot, I basically did Pilates for an hour. It was so fun. It was literally like I just did a private Pilates class for an hour.